has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Hey guys, Mazel here. Taking a look at Dark Passage Woxic today, and I had a few requests to look at this guy. This is a quarterfinal match at WESG, and he had a pretty fucking insane game. Like, his rating for the game was nuts, and he starts off the game really fast with 2 quick headshots. Cheating wise, you can't really comment too much on these. These are fully possible, legit. You don't need to cheat to fucking shoot like that. Gets a quick lineup on the guy at stairs, but that's just good crosshair placement, I think. And he pops a third guy's head for the pistol round. So pretty good pistol round here for Woxic. Alright, round number 2, and he just has one of those quick flicks to the right. I don't like seeing that all that much. I don't think there's anything here. It's just that kind of movement just bugs me, so I put it in here. But yeah, I don't think that's far from conclusive of anything, right? So not too bothered by that. And very next round again. And he has a pretty good round here. It's an eco round. They got P250s and Glocks with no armor. And he just has one of those, he kind of goes onto the guy before he comes through the wall. But obviously, I'm sure he's expecting more than one to come out window. So I'm not too concerned about him lining that guy up as he jumps out. And that looks fine to me as well. And this is the round that everybody fucking wanted to see. And there are some really, really fucked up kills, or moments in this round anyways. I'll just play the whole thing through. It starts off pretty normal, with a normal kill. And then you can see he misses a shot on the guy coming out A-long. And then gets a lineup onto his feet, and it really does look like it sticks to him. And then he just rips to the fucking guy APC and locks right on him. And it really does look like a fucking aim lock. Like, it seems like the mouse is even speeding up as he's going towards APC. It looks really bad. Gets the last kill here. The last one looks normal. Okay, now the other side of the argument. He knows both of those fucking guys are there. The guy, he just shot at him, so he knows he's there, and then he gets a leg lock. Well, he's already got full intel the fucking guy's there. And then the guy at APC, he locks right onto his head. But the guy at APC just killed his fucking teammate. So he's got full intel that fucking guy is there. So this is a tough one. The two clips, like, he probably is fucking aim locking here. However, the evidence is really spoiled just by the fact that he knows exactly, or almost exactly, where both of those players were. I don't think the clip is as slam dunk as a lot of people have been saying it is. At least I don't think. Just because he knew where both of those guys were, it would have been much better if he didn't know where either of them were. So just fast forward through here. Not a lot happens here. He gets a fucking fast shot on this guy. And I didn't measure that one or anything. I got another shot that I measured later on. I'll do a reaction time test. But I think he ends up in a clutch here. Yeah, 1v1 against Bialy. Nobody out-cheats Bialy. But I put the whole thing in here so you can kind of look at it. You're going to see, like, he's got a really good idea that he's behind statue, right? And you're going to see his crosshair kind of go into the middle of the statue. I don't think that's the end of the world. Just because statue is such a small area, right? Like right here. Yeah, it kind of goes into the middle of it. So I was thinking, maybe he's got a little small offset to it or something. But honestly, you just can't fucking read too much into that. The statue area is so small. Like, if you're opping, you just put your crosshair right in the middle of it and then just flick to whoever peeks on whatever side, right? So I don't think that's too much either. Okay, here's the reaction time test that I did, actually. And this was a fucking quick one, man. I don't know if I'm doing my math right. I'm calculating it differently. So I'm calculating when he first moves his mouse. And I counted the ticks on the server. And that's what I came up with, 148 milliseconds. And I tested it with my frame count that I did the other way as well. And it was pretty much the same thing. It was like 155 milliseconds by counting frames. So the tick counting should be more accurate, assuming I didn't fuck up the math, but I don't think I did. But that is a fast fucking shot. I'm not really... One day I do plan, like, I'm going to go through a demo one day and analyze, like, see if I can prove if someone's trigger botting. Right now I'm not really ready to do that. So I'm just kind of collecting a bit of data, seeing, you know, how fast someone shoots, and that is fucking up there for shots, really. That's JW levels. But yeah, one day I'm going to go through a whole demo and try and see if I can prove if someone's trigger botting or something. I think that'll be cool. So he gets left in a clutch against Bialy again. And I left the whole thing in here. Everything in here looked really, really clean, this whole clutch. He does not appear to have any idea where Bialy was. And I was thinking, you know, like the score's kind of well in favor of Dark Passage. When I was watching this, I'm like, maybe that's why he's not doing anything suspicious there. Do you know they kind of got the game in hand? But, I mean, you can only comment on what's happening. And he gets killed by the nade from Bialy and loses the clutch. Alright, pistol around here for Woxic. And other than the one really weird looking round, CT side, he really didn't have that much. So I'm curious to see how things will look as the game kind of gets closer and he gets into more important rounds, you know. Pistol round, not a lot going on for him. He gets the one kill, then he comes up the hill here, gets in a gunfight, and gets fucking laid out. So, quick one for him. And this round, yeah, I like how he looks above the smoke. Just looking for boosts and stuff. Good stuff there. And he throws probably the most questionable Molotov I've ever seen coming up here. Yeah, like, I get that there's like a little nook on the right side, but you didn't even keep your crosshair there to see if anyone was there. Whatever. Not my problem. He gets in a gunfight here with Taz, and he fucking lays out old man Taz here with some pre-fire. And the kill looked a little weird, but I mean, he knows he's getting pushed on. He can hear Taz run up. He starts pre-firing, and he gets a headshot right off. So, again, not a ton that you can really criticize for, you know? You can see the score is getting really, really close here. And Virtus Pro started winning, actually. So I thought I'd be seeing more stuff. And this round, it's a little weird. You know, he gets that. You know, that's not the end of the world. It's just a weird way to come into sight to clear. And he does lock on beforehand. I mean, I get that he's trying to clear behind the fence, but that's really not a normal way to clear that fence. Again, though, it's not the end of the world. Like, I could see this happening to a normal player as well. He's coming into A from kind of a weird angle, right? Like, he came from drop, so he's clearing all the angles at a really weird... You know, it's not like he came from fucking mid and long A. It's a little bit different when you're coming from drop. You have to clear all the angles a little bit more differently. And yeah, he doesn't get the kill in the end. All right, next gun round here in 12-11 for Virtus Pro. Woxic gets a pretty good lineup on the guy in chicken coop here, but I really don't think it's anything because he completely ignores it and then ends up peeking towards the site, so and gets killed by the guy chicken coop. You know, if this was an aim lock chicken coop, he would have just sat there and held the angle right there. But I don't think it's anything because he goes to peek rock and then he gets killed by the guy chicken coop. So again, nothing to see here. All right, last round, and I know it feels like I didn't show any clips of him T-side, but honestly, there was not a lot in them. There were, for cheating wise, anyways. His T-side was really, really quiet. He got a lot more kills CT side. He had a couple rounds where he just got a ton of eco frags. He had some weird wall-looking moments there. He might be playing anti-flash. A little bit weird to play anti-flash there, but I don't think it's the end of the world. It does kind of look weird, though. Then he lines up really well before he goes to peek Pasha and dies. So yeah, the last round was a little bit weird, but I mean, what the fuck is he going to gain looking into the wall there? He might just be panicking, you know, down 15-11, trying to get him as much info as he can. But I don't think that's conclusive enough there. You know, it's not the end of the world for him to just look into the wall. I don't think. And ultimately, he died anyways when he went to peak. So yeah, I'm surprised there was so little to show T-side. I really thought there was going to be more as the demo kind of went along, especially with how CT side started out. But that really wasn't the case. He had one really, really weird round, and then all the other stuff was probably not much to it. It was just me kind of speculating, you know, it could be something, but probably not, sort of thing. But yeah, usually when a player just has one weird round, and like I said, when I was going over his op round there, when he was holding at A, Like, he knew where all those guys were, and he does line up onto them through walls and stuff, but when they're much better clips when he doesn't know where the players are, you know. It's a lot more damning looking, you know, if he doesn't know exactly where those guys were. Like, if that guy pushing APC didn't kill his teammate and he didn't have any teammates to spot that, then you could probably make a much better argument for it being an aim lock. It still fucking looks like an aim lock, like, don't get me wrong, I know that. But the fact that the guy just killed his teammate, if I was playing in that position, you know, I'd fucking whip to the right too, and maybe I would line up on a guy as well, you know? So, yeah, I'd say overall this demo was actually pretty clean, I thought. Not a ton to it. Actually, you know what? That reaction time as well was pretty concerning. Like, that was a little bit fast to be able to do that. And I didn't measure all of his reaction times. Like I said, it's a fucking, first of all, it's a fucking pain in the ass to go and get that. So I didn't do all his op shots or all his fucking kills or anything. But, yeah, one day I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to go through a demo and see if I can kind of prove if someone's trigger botting. There might have been something to do or something going on there. A 150 millisecond reaction time is really, really good, I guess. A little too good, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I can't comment too much on that, I don't think. Once I get a better baseline and more data collected, like, I'm changing how I measure it too. Like, I'm counting ticks now instead of frames, so that kind of skews the data a bit. But yeah, I'll get more info on that and kind of see what the normal reaction time should be. I suspect it would be much higher than that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll catch you next time.